And welcome to Mercenary Week, guys. I can't believe how quickly it's come around. Another month has gone by, and we are now in Mercenary Week. And after Mercenary Week, we're going to have Pet Week. I obviously put the posts out there, and you voted. It was quite close, actually. Last time I checked, I think it was around 55% or so wanted Mercenary Week next. So here we are. This game is going to be the first game of Mercenary Week, and this is Mercenary Week with a twist because, and I tell you what, you're going to see a lot of Germany in Mercenary Week. You just are, okay? You just are. Some weeks benefit more than others. It's like Native Week. You're going to see a lot of France. Mercenary Week, you're going to see a lot of Germany. However, one thing you are going to see today is you're going to see Germany versus moi, yours truly. You are going to see Leos Klein versus Kyan. Now, Kyan, I think, is around 17 to 1800 elo. I mean, I'm around that 1800 elo at the moment as well. Let's not talk about that, shall we? If anyone watches the live streams, you'll know how much of a rage-inducing time I've had recently. But obviously, I know what happens this game. I played it, but it was a really, really fun game. And it was a really fun mercenary game. Lots of mercenaries here by the German player. I didn't go mercenaries, but I did a fun build as well. So it's a cross between the mercenary build and me doing a very unique build myself. So I'll introduce what I'm about to do. So you can see here, I've got my TC deck. This is accidentally, I meant to pick my 1v1 TC deck. This is my team TC deck, but most of the cards are the same, so it's not really too much of a problem. So I've just picked up 100 XP there, which is really, really good for me. I've gone for a TP start. I do really well with the treasures here. I do pick this 60 wood up as well, and I pick up this 90 coin. So I go down the right side. He goes down the left side. You know, he's going to be picking up 100 coin. What's he got there? I don't think he gets that because I can't remember, but we'll see. Some food down here as well. So you can see I've got my second shipment here by 2 minutes 20, and already I'm going for independence movements, which is the cheaper revolts. So yeah, you might notice something a little bit different here. Yes, I do have Palace of Ertibide, which is townsend to gain a powerful cannon attack that does not require garrison settlers to be used. So when I'm gonna send that, I mean the thumbnail will likely have that in there, or it might be the mercenaries. I'm not sure. His mercenary build is pretty insane. So I'm going for cheaper revolts here. Let's go have a look over at Kyan's deck. So his deck is called Merc's. As you can see there, does have all the important mercenary shipments like Palatine. I don't know if he sends this. I haven't looked back at this. Obviously, I don't know what he does, but I know, well, I sort of know what he does, but I don't know what order he does it in. But yeah, you can see here, improved mercenaries. He's got the Harkebusers, the Pandors, the Jags, and the Black Riders. He also has Irish Brigadiers as well in Age 2, which is kind of cool. And 9 Ulons. So yeah, big mercenary deck. He's aging up, getting a TP here. And I'm sneaking this treasure whilst he's right in the corner. So yeah, as you can see, I picked up 3 really big treasures so far this game. So I'm really happy with that. Now, one little adjustment I have to make. Because I'm doing this TC build, you can see here, I'm now sending in the Palace of Ertibide. So usually I would send the church, the cathedral, you know, and I'd already have that XP generating in. But because I'm going for 3 shipments in Age 1, and I don't have the cathedral, you know, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be really rough to get that XP. So you'll see what I do in a second in order to try and get around that a little bit. I mean, getting the 100 XP treasures has really helped. See there, I'm not gonna get another shipment now for a little while, so I'm not gonna get my first Age 2 shipment for a little while. I do age up with XP crates though, which is nice. So he's just aged up. So now you can see, now that Palace of Ertibide has come in here, you can see now, without any villagers inside your TC, TCs have a 30 bombard attack. It is range damage, but it's called a bombard attack. And it has 1 area of effect with 32 range. Yes, you saw that correctly. 32 range. I'm putting down a cantina just because a barracks isn't going to be useful here. Let's have a quick look over and see what his first shipment is. He's already got his 3 settler wagons, which is 6 villagers. So he's getting that early, powerful 6 villager shipment with a couple of Ulans. He's getting his cantina as well, or saloon as they call it. So you can see here, I'm building a cathedral with my Pope. The Pope touched me. So that's, I've essentially spent 400 resources to get that down before I revolt. So I know I'm going to need XP because I haven't sent the palace card. So I am a little bit later here, but I feel like I'm okay because I've sent Palace of Ertebad. And you can see that I didn't have any villagers in, it's already doing damage. When you have 8 villagers in already, it's more powerful than a normal TC. Look at that. 102 with that 1 area effect makes a big difference. And I'll tell you why the build, I am doing this build, the main reason I'm doing this is absolutely destroyed a couple of Ulans. The main reason I'm doing this build is because the next shipment, you'll see why. Now, I discovered something recently when I was playing some team games that Mexico, we saw a little while ago, right? We saw the TC from Germany where they got the Bombard. They have like a HP TC card and all actions damage. And they have Town Militia. Well, guess what? Who was it? It was Inquisitor that we saw do it. He did the triple TC with Germany. Well, guess what? Mexico have their own version and it's even stronger. Palace of Ertebad with when you revolt, so they don't. Mexico doesn't have Town Militia as a shipment. You have to get into the revolt. You have to go to Central America to get this this card. And here it comes. And already look, it buffs the damage of a town center without any villagers inside. This is doing half the max damage basically of a normal TC. But well, it's doing even more because it has an area of effect. This is worth a normal TC with 5 villagers in, and I don't even have any villagers in there. That's crazy. Obviously, 32 range is more than... I can't remember what the range is on Town Center. I think it's like 26 or something. Maybe 28. So yeah, I get more range. I believe I get more range, right? I'm pretty sure I get more range. Because I don't think TCs have 32 range, usually. Surely not. Because that's the same range as light cannons. As field cannons. That's crazy. That's crazy. Kyan saying, yeah, he said, come here. So if we take a look over at what he's done, he's gone for 3 settler wagons, and he did go for Palatine settlements. And now we get Stradius. So he lucked out. Stradius, a very, very good unit to be able to make from Das Bierhaus. Das Bierhaus. I love that German saloon name. Das Bier, ja. So, 1k coin as well, going as greedy as you can with mercenaries. So, hasn't sent a shipment of them yet because he sent 1k coin in order to make some. See how that goes for him. I'm still picking up some treasures around the map here. So, the main reason I'm doing that is to get some XP. So, he's waiting for a timing here. He also tried to bait me in to say, come get me. But I ain't falling for it. We take a look over it to me. So I've gone for, in the revolt, I've gone for Town Militia into 700 wood. And now I am aging up. You've seen this revolt for me before, the industrial build. But this is a special take on the industrial build. So I'm gathering coin until I can get state religion, which is going to double my XP upon aging up. And then when I do that, I pretty much put everyone onto wood because, of course, I want more town centers. The only downside to doing this is that Mexico can't build town centers with their heroes, so they can only build forts and cathedrals and TPs, of course, but they can't build. Generals can't build town centers. It's the same with USA. The hero for USA can only build forts. So I'm getting everyone onto wood, and I'm going to make some more TCs. Kyan is now sending his first military shipment in the whole game so far. He's now going for Jaeger, so massing up the scary Stradius. There comes my revolution. And look at this. LOL, what the fuck? Yep, I'm not sure he's played this before, but we get into industrial before 10 minutes with an unbelievably powerful town center. Don't forget, I get the big shipments of Minutemen from them as well. No, it's not just extra damage. And I'm obviously now building a town center and sending 2 covered wagons. So I'm getting lots of XP now from the crates because of State Religion. I get double XP. So I think he pushes me very, very soon. I think these come, and I believe he does push me. You see how good these mercenaries are, but you'll also see how good the town centers are. This could be... I could be onto something with this build, I'm telling you. I could be onto something with this build. That's all I'm going to say. Cover wagon TCs go up. And now you can see, look at this. There's 45 damage with one area of effect on 4 town centers. And that's without any villages inside of them. Okay. I had like a pet Janie the Jaguar or something. And he kills that. So, yeah, here we go. Here we go. So Kyan is pushing it. He's still just making Stradius. It's a fantastic Merc. But look, the bombardment begins. And you can see here, look at the damage. We've got 9 villagers. 9 villagers. There's 166 damage with one area of effect. He starts sieging down one of my town centers before it gets built, so he does a lot of damage there. You see my fort factory wagon does go up in time, and that's not going to get sieged down. I can only send 1 batch of Minutemen right now, and look at this. He does actually take down one of my town centers so far. You will see max damage, but look at this, set 139 damage, 166 damage, 153 damage. This is an insane amount of damage. This is an insane amount of damage I'm doing right now, and I'm targeting the Jaegers when I can, because they're going to be the issue when I do have to send Los Colorado's battalion. I am forced to send some anti-cav here. Look at the damage. Look, stuff is just dying. I've got 10 villagers, the max villagers inside a town center. 180 damage. It does double the damage of a normal town center. Plus, it has more range, and it has one area of effect. Yes, that is insane. That is insane. Do manage to squeeze in my second factory as well. In comes my Los Colorados. You can see that the range on these things is crazy. They are doing work. So I just repelled all of that, and all he took down was 1 town center and a saloon. I didn't lose any villagers there, and he lost a lot of mercenaries. But look at that remass of mercenaries. That is a scary amount of resources. That is a scary amount of units. So Kyan decides to back up. He's sent improved mercenaries as well. So these guys are buffed. They have more HP, and they were still dying like crazy. So goes to the TP now. Smart move. Should have done it earlier. More Stradius. Just piling in those Stradius. You can look at the range. Look at the range. And I do see them coming because of the insane line of sight. And I managed to get my Falconet out, and they get even more kills. It's interesting dodge there that they did against the town center. But the town center just killed another one. The Falconet's killed one. There's another one dead. The TC bombardment play is just insane. I may have found something with this build, guys. I'm telling you, I may have found something with this build. Kyan, though, is on... Look at his... So advanced artillery coming in here. So that's a really big brain move. That's the one artillery in the game, apart from Coleman's, which will outrange my town centers. So that's actually a really big brain move by him. You can see there, he's got... This is where all of his settler wagons are. So he's got 8 settler wagons. So yeah, so he's on like 43 villagers. He's on 43 villagers, whilst me, I'm only on 27, but I do have both my factories out, which is really important. Now, another reason why I'm doing this TC build is because it synergizes really, really well with one of the revolts in Age 4. Can you guess which one it is? Texas has the fort build. California has the TC build. Yes. Yes, it does. And there it comes. California. We're getting California revolt, but is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? Look how many Stradius there are here. Look how many Stradius are. Yes, I get the Californians, but are they going to be enough? They don't have melee resist. Have I been enough more than I can shoot here? This mortar's doing work. do have a Falconet, which is nice. I've always got another shipment as well. But I've got these bad boys. I've got these Soul Daddies. Yes, they're only H2, but they still do 75 damage to cavalry. And look at this. My Freetown centers, there's no villagers inside. All my villagers have turned into Californios, but they're still doing damage. Look, they're still doing... that one's doing 58 damage because it's got a California inside. That was a bug almost from when the villager stays inside. But yeah, look, so all these TCs are still doing damage even though there's no villagers inside. So yeah, it kind of even Stevens, but he comes out on top there. I'm desperate at this point, and I'm now sending 20 Californos. I am getting my heavy cannons from my factories, but they're not here yet. And again, more Stradiates coming in. They have improved mercenaries as well. Look at the stats on these bad boys. Absolutely insane. They basically free-hit Californos, which is crazy. Bit of a miss micro there. I got way too close. But the Soul Daddies are giving me some room there to breathe. They're in melee doing lots of damage. These Californios are just so good. They are so good. They have 2 area of effect against cavalry. There's still 2 Jaegers though there, but now in comes my heavy cannons. He's taken down one of the TCs, by the way. So that's the but the heavy cannons smashed the Jaegers, and I managed to survive by the skin of my teeth. Still, the TCs did so much damage this game. I've never seen TCs do so much damage before, and they were fighting that entire time. The first big fight, the second big fight. Palace of Ertebide may be one of my new favorite cards with Mexico. Maybe this is the way to play the industrial rather than the free outpost. This is essentially doing a TC build, a powerful TC build instead of free outposts. Definitely think there's potential to this. So in comes California Robber Barons. So this is the 3rd factory, and one of the reasons why I absolutely love this build. Yeah, he's got some Oolons on the side of the map there, which I do see. If we look at my line of sight, I also see some down here, one down here. So I do go over there, and there goes my 3rd factory. So I now have 3 heavy cannon production incoming. Still got 2 town centers. And yes, the main reason you want to do this build is because I want to go for this here, California Gold Rush. We know that. USA get that card. So this is the main reason I like doing a TC build. So not only are the TCs going to defend for me really, really well, very, very powerful, but I'm also going to be able to send California Gold Rush at some point and start getting free villagers from them. So that was kind of the plan here. Kyan is making some... He's sent his Pandours now, which are going to be really good, but not against the heavy cannons. And this isn't going to be enough here. But he also getting some Colvins, which is nice. But he gives the game away a little bit. He underestimates my line of sight here. And if we look at my line of sight, I do see right in the corner, look, of this little mini-map. Right in the corner of this mini-map, I see some blue dots, and I think, what's going on over there? And would you believe I've struck gold, baby? I have struck gold, and I see all of his settler wagons. Bear in mind, I'm on 3 villagers right now. He's on 44 plus 8. You know, he's on 52 villager eco right now. He's even getting double TP stagecoach, but he doesn't realize he's not paying attention. All of this stuff is snaring him as well. So heavy cannons are smacking down his settler wagons, and he pulls GG right there. And I literally jumped off my seat saying, this was I kid you not, this is the first time I tried this build in the 1v1 ladder, and it worked for me. I jumped out of my seat. I was so ecstatic. I was so proud of myself, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, fun game here today. Palace of Ertebide with Town Militia for insane damage. Now, I do believe that the German build we saw, that Little Inquisitor did, where he sent both Town Militia and the other TC buff card, I think that does 180 damage as well. However, it doesn't give them the 1 area of effect. So Mexico town centers are the most powerful in the game. There you have it. There's an unbelievably strong turtle build for you out there, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. And it was. I'm not gonna lie. This was played. So from today, this was played Sunday. So I was debating putting this in mercenary, but I thought, well, my opponent went full mercenaries. He didn't make anything other than mercenaries here, so I thought I had to include it. It was a fun, improved mercenaries build, but it was also a really fun build by me. So I'm going to include it in the mercenary week. Yes, it was a dub from me, but it was a very unique build by me. So I hope you enjoyed that one. He probably could have stayed in the game. I don't think it was completely over at this point. I was gonna get California Gold Rush, make more TCs, but you know, I do have triple heavy cannon production. I've got a few villagers now to start making Californos. It would have been close still. It still would have been close, but I think I've got enough. I think I've got enough to win this, but especially with this big red, and I am up 4K score right now. So yeah, really, really fun game. And yeah, if we go to military unit, village population, yeah, he's about to go steep decline, but definitely not over. But I definitely think he could have worked at it. But yeah, he gathered exactly double. He gathered over double my resources this game. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. Always love seeing that California card as well. But tell me how much, like, production-wise, 3 heavy cannons would cost. Like, that's an insane cost added on there. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and welcome to Mercenary Week. If you do have any mercenary games, I've got quite a few. But if you do have any, send them in to me on my Discord. The Discord link is in the description below. If you get any good mercenary games this week, send them over to me. I can even extend the week very slightly. We're going to do a mercenary tier list at the end of the week as well, like I did with the previous native week. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the first one of the week, and I'll catch you tomorrow with another mercenary build. Peace out.